What's up guys? Today we are going to be comparing one of the cheapest hotels in Japan all the way through to the most expensive and insane $300 a night Buddhist temple deep in the mountains of Kyoto Prefecture. Without further ado, let's get into it. Starting at our cheapest option, I'm here at Capsule Hotel, Anshin, Oyado. For only $20 a night, this is one of the most affordable places you can stay in all of Japan. And let me tell you, this experience ended up being absolutely fantastic. I mean, it was beyond expectation and quite literally the best value out of the entire trip. Unlimited drinks, including alcoholic ones, free snacks, a free breakfast, multiple baths, and a sauna, and all these free amenities. I can't even begin to tell you guys how cool this place was. If you're going to experience capsule hotels, this is the place to do it. Next up, we're moving on to this bare bones apartment we rented through Airbnb, located smack dab in the middle of Shinjuku and on the edge of the Kabukicho district. Listed at a moderate $65, you can get a functional room without any special features. Shouldn't matter since you'll be spending all of your time outside exploring one of the best neighborhoods of Tokyo, Shinjuku. In my opinion, you couldn't choose a better location to base yourself out of. First, Shinjuku is so alive and all the time. Honestly though, the vibe here is just something else. You have every food option you'd want, tons of late night bars, clubs, and any other place you'd want to visit. No need to worry about missing the last train home because you're already back in the neighborhood that you're staying at. Or if you're like me, I went to this place because of Shinjuku Station itself. Every morning when you head off and every night when you come back, you want a place that's well connected, easy to get to, and has plenty of train lines that either start here or pass through here. It's essentially the hub of Tokyo that lets you go in any direction around the city, including train lines to Mount Fuji and Kamakura. If you really want to go crazy, you can also catch the first trains of the morning well before any other stations are open. I did this several times to get the most out of my further day trips, and I would 100% recommend this place for first-time visitors. There are cheaper options out there, but they're much further away. Now we move on to the full house that I rented on Airbnb at $49 a person, $98 a night in downtown Kyoto, and only a 5-minute walk from Kyoto Station. Like I said for the last place, the last thing you want to do is finish your day commuting super far to get to your hotel and wasting valuable time. By spending just a little bit more on a place like this, you get to save the extra train fare and easily 30 minutes or more of potential time spent walking. Plus, this place is sick. A 2-story house with tons of space for you and the bros, and it even features a full-on kitchen and its own tatami room. Great stay, very cool, no complaints. And now this next option might not seem as exciting, but let me tell you a big brain strategy that it unlocks. By booking a hotel as your last stay, you can leave all your bulky suitcases behind in Tokyo as you travel the rest of Japan. A lot of hotels will hold your luggage for free even days before you check in. Even in our case, where our hotel would only hold it 1 day prior, we still managed to hit up our nearest konbini, fill out a form for Japan's famous Takubin luggage forwarding service, and then they, being Yamato Transport, were the ones to hold it for several days and deliver it on the day that we came back to Tokyo. In fact, it works out cheaper than even using a coin locker. Plus, many coin lockers have 3-day restrictions, so many of them aren't even an option. The stay itself, although not very special, still gets you planted on Shinjuku's busiest road, just a stone's throw away from all the action. In fact, if you turn your head a little bit, you'll see the famous train crossing that's always photographed in Shinjuku. along with being only 100 meters or 300 feet from Omoide Yokocho, the famous alley that's filled with those old school izakayas. At $138 a night, you get a clean and modern room with your standard hotel provided amenities. There's not much to say about the room. It's small like most Tokyo hotels, but still better than the absolutely cramped spaces you get in business hotels. They include a breakfast as well, but I wasn't very impressed by it. They only served croissants with cream cheese or jam packets and nothing else. I'd say that was by far the biggest disappointment about this place, when you even have places like the Capsule Hotel serving butter chicken and curry for breakfast. Sure, it might be quite the strange choice to serve that for breakfast, but I sure wasn't complaining. In the end, this hotel is something I'd recommend passing up for either a cheaper place or at least a more unique place. Hotels in general aren't bad per se. I can see why it's nice having the convenience of showing up, having someone check you in, and knowing that the room will be ready. Airbnbs a lot of times feel very uncertain when you book months in advance. You don't really seem to get the actual address or apartment number until the very last minute, and then they always have some sort of weird key code that you have to enter to get in. In the end, this place served its job, worked well for a first-time traveler, but in the future, I'll probably be looking to book something different. And now, the time has finally come. We're at the most expensive and craziest stay we've had on the entire trip, reserving an entire functioning Buddhist temple for a whole night, located deep in the mountains of Ayabe, a city north of Kyoto. Priced at $316, you get to stay at a historical temple with countless treasures, including one designated by Japan as an important cultural property. The temple's known as Shorikiji Temple, which was named by Emperor Ichijo after the name of the era in which it was built, believing that it had brought much needed rain after a drought in the summer of the year 991 AD. Even today, many of the most recent buildings like the main hall, Temple Gate, and the Guardian God Hall are all nearly 200 years old. Here you're free to explore the temple, see their private bamboo and moss garden right in their backyard, along with getting stunning views of the Yura River. They offer countless activities, so many that you could spend a whole week here and still not get to all of them. And don't even get me started on their meals. You have the option to add a full course dinner that the head priest will prepare with local ingredients. And did I mention breakfast too? Okay, being serious now, as much fun as I had making this clickbait video, I have to say, this place is really something special. The experience they offer is completely authentic and beyond anything I've ever experienced. They teach you about Buddhist traditions, they show you how to meditate, you get to learn how to connect with nature, plus you actually meet the local family that's running this place. These are real people and they're inviting you into their home. Plus your visit is helping support the upkeep of this place, whereas otherwise it might not be able to sustain itself alone. While I was here, I had a blast spending the afternoon biking around their town, which looks straight out of a Ghibli movie, including a nearby shrine that had an incredible view over the entire town. So in the end, I just had to leave it off on a serious note, because this place actually deserves the respect for being so genuine, so open to visitors, that I had to leave it in a good light. Overall, every option had so much to offer, from the traditional, to the modern, to the unique, and budget-friendly. Each of these was an experience in itself, but in my opinion, both the temple and the Capsule Hotel are the clear winners today. Each of them provided a truly unique experience that I would classify as one of a kind, and I am glad to have had the opportunity to visit them myself. And for those of you interested in doing a trip like this yourself, I've attached a link of my itinerary completely for free. Plus, check out my Google Maps that I created with the hundreds of locations I visited on my trip. Essentially, this is a ready-to-go map that you can start using today in order to navigate your way around Japan. Still interested in more? Feel free to subscribe, because I'll be releasing a lot more videos about Japan coming up here in the near future. And with that said, Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.